All righty. The following Zoom session is being recorded and will appear later today on my YouTube channel, Math with Mayo. Therefore, when you participate in the Zoom meeting, if you do not wish for your picture or your name to be made public, please leave the video off and use an alias name. If you have questions during the meeting but do not wish to speak, email me at bmail@ybcc.edu and I'll respond as soon as I can. All right, so today we're going to review for the Chapter 8 test, which is on Monday. So Monday, there'll be no official class meeting at 11:30. You'll just take your test. You can take it anytime up until finishing it Monday night at 11:59 p.m. I will be back today at 1:15 with an office hour should you have need of me. Anyway, without further ado, ladies, what can I do for you?
I have questions on assignment 8.9.
Okay, hang on, and we'll get there. 8.9. Okay, let's see. What questions? What's the first one you want to look at?
Number 11.
Okay. All right. Number 11. Tell you what, let's do this. Give me a second here. I should have just gone ahead and done this in the first place. I'm going to make it so you can see both screens. Give me just another minute. That goes there. Okay. All right, you said number 11, right?
Yes, yes.
Let's see here. Just going to move things around so we can actually see it. There we go. All right. Solve the problem by writing a variation model. An object in free fall travels a distance s that is directly proportional, that is to say, it varies directly to the square of time t. All right. So s equals k t squared. Are you okay where I got that formula from? Antonia?
Yes, I'm trying to figure out how you got it.
Okay. So S is directly proportional, so varies directly to the square of the time t. K isn't mentioned, but K is included. So S.
Oh, yes, yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
If an object falls 833 feet in 7 seconds, so 833 in 7 seconds. So what that gives us is that. Okay. Then I'm going to divide both sides by 49. Now, if I take 833 divided by 49, comes out nice, 17. So K is 17. So now I've got S equals 17t squared. All right.
Yes.
So now, how far will it fall in 10 seconds? S equals 17 times 10 squared, which is 17 times 100, which is 1700 feet. Oh, 1700 feet. All right with that?
Yes.
All right. Others?
Number 13.
Okay. Solve the problem by writing a variation model. The number of days that a given number of bushels of corn will last when feeding cattle varies inversely as the number of animals. Okay. So the days vary inversely as the number of animals. So I said D equals days and A equals animals. Okay,
Yes.
if X bushels will feed 24 cows in 9 days. So we get that.
Mhm.
Multiply both sides by 24. K equals 9 times 24, which is 216. So now we've got that because we put that in place of K up there. All right. How long will the feed last for 9 cows? So 216 divided by 9 is 24. How many? No, 24 days. Okay.
Thank you.
I used to live on a farm and we raised cows, and boy, it got expensive. Hay was really expensive and it was a cold winter. And so I started supplementing, giving them less feed and feeding them some sawdust as a filler. And I kept increasing the sawdust and decreasing the feed, and things were going really well. And then the cows all died. Just kidding.
Oh my goodness.
Just kidding. I don't want to get phone calls from the animal rights activists. It was all a joke. I did actually live on a farm though. All right. What next?
I've been having issues with the wording ones. I need 14, number 14.
Okay.
I just want to get more familiar with this so I could be ready just in case there's some in the test.
Okay. Solve the problem by writing a variation formula. Under constant temperature, the volume occupied by a gas varies inversely to the pressure applied. So volume varies inversely to the pressure. So V is volume and P is pressure. Okay.
Yes.
If the gas occupies a volume of 24 cubic inches under a pressure of 5 pounds, so then we'll multiply both sides by 5 and K equals 120. So now we've got that. Find the volume when the pressure is 10 pounds per square inch. So that would be 12 cubic inches.
I was wondering that after we're done doing some of the word problems, if we could, possibly go over the functions that we did and
Absolutely. We can look at anything you want.
okay, I'm trying to think of what chapter or part of the
Well,
chapter.
why don't you look it up while we're working with Antonia? You come up with those and we'll get to those here in a bit. Antonia, any others there you want to look at?
Yeah, 15 and 16.
15 and 16. Okay, here we go. Solve the problem by writing a variation model. The cost of a trucking company varies jointly as the number of trucks in service and the number of hours they are used. All right, so C equals costs. N equals number of trucks, and H equals number of hours. Okay, so cost varies jointly as the number of trucks and the number of hours used. So C equals KTH. No, it's not. It's not TH. It's NH. I switched variables. Pay attention there, Mr. Mayo. Okay. Oops. There we go. All right. So it doesn't matter what I use, but I need to be consistent. Right. We okay with this?
Yes.
Okay, let's see. when 4 trucks are used for 7 hours each, the cost is $2,218. So $2,128. I read that backwards. K times N, which is 4 trucks, number of hours, 7. Okay. So 2128 equals 28K, 4 times 7. Divide both sides by 28. Let's see here, 2128 divided by 28 is 76. So now we've got that because 76 goes in the place of K. Find the costs of using 10 trucks each for 12 hours. So we've got 76 times 10 times 12, and that is $9,120. And then you said 16.
Yes.
All right, here we go. Solve the problem by writing a variation model. The power in watts lost in a resistor varies directly as the square of the current in amperes passing through it. So we got direct variation. So power, which is in watts. So we use W for watts. So that's going to be power in watts. I could have used P, but varies directly. Square the current. C is going to be current in amperes or amps. All right. The constant of proportionality is resistance. What power is lost in a 5 ohm resistor carrying a 4 ampere current? Okay, so power varies directly as the square of the current. Okay.
Mhm.
The constant of proportionality is resistance in ohms. What power is lost in a 5 ohm resistor? So that's going to be, this one's a little tricky because it says the constant of proportionality, or the variation constant is the resistance. So that's going to be 5 ohms and carrying a 4 ampere current. So we get 5 times 16, which is 80. So that would be 80 watts. So this one's a little bit trickier because they gave us the K value. All right.
Yes, thank you.
You bet. Okay, Karina, what you wanted, did you figure out what it is you wanted to look at?
It was from section 8.5. It was when a absolute equals an absolute that I'm having just a little bit of trouble on still.
Okay, give me just a minute and I'll pull up your stuff here. Let's see here.
I don't think I missed any, but I just
Yeah,
would like to review them.
no, that's okay.
Okay.
Not a problem. Or if you want me to make up different ones, I can. So this is from what section? 8.5?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see, where does this start? All the way back. Right here. Okay, so any ones in particular similar to or the same ones, or you just tell me what?
I think it was more towards the bottom where you had one absolute value equaling or function equaling another absolute function.
Okay, like
I was having
17?
Yes, like 17.
Okay, let's take a look at 17. So when you have an equation with just 2 terms, both of which are absolute values, you want them separated, one on each side of the equation. Okay, these already are. You're going to have 2 possibilities. Either what's inside the first equals what's inside the second, or what's inside the first equals the opposite of what's inside the second. And notice I'm subtracting, I've got negative times the whole right-hand side there. Okay with that?
Yes, sorry, my son's home, so I'm trying to keep my mic
Okay,
muted
okay.
much.
Just want to make sure you're following. All right, so now to solve the first one, we'll subtract 3x from both sides and add 2 to both sides. Okay. The second one, we'll distribute the subtraction sign. Then we'll add 3x to both sides. Add 2 to both sides. Divide by 7. So we get x is 24 and x is 4. Let's check our work. So if x is negative 24, we'd get that. 4 times negative 24 is negative 96. Negative 96 minus 2 is negative 98. The absolute value of negative 98 is positive 98. 3 times negative 24 is negative 72. Negative 72 minus 26 would be negative 98, and the absolute value of negative 98 is 98. So x equals negative 24, checks. All right.
Okay.
X, x equals 4. 4 times 4 minus 2, 3 times 4 minus 26. 4 times 4 is 16. 16 minus 2 is 14. Absolute value of 14 is 14. 3 times 4 is 12. 12 minus 26 is negative 14. Absolute value of negative 14, whoops, is 14. So it checks as well.
Perfect.
Others like that you want to look at, or?
No, I just needed a little bit of a reminder because I had trouble yesterday and I did get it. I was like
I get it.
confusing myself there.
Sure, sure. Anything else, ladies, you want to look at? Okay, well, we'll call it a day. If you change your mind, I'll be back at 1:15 with an office hour. Again, Monday's your test. Antonia, question?
No, thank you so much.
Okay, I'll be back. Anyway, be back this afternoon. Your test is on Monday at 11:30. You need to finish it by 11:59 p.m. Monday night. Have a great weekend, and I will see you on Tuesday, if not before.
Thank
All right,
you.
thank
All right, take care.
Bye.
you. Bye.